When you're selling high-ticket fitness coaching, it can be so difficult to talk to people about it in the DMs. Luckily, I have gone on a hiring spree and found the best of the best from the best appointment setting communities. And now I'm going to be reviewing their DMs in this video. This is actually the second or third video in the series. And so if you want, go check out the first video. I'll link it in the description, and I'll also link it at the end of this video. Probably link it right here. Oh. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. So if you like these, make sure that you show me that you like it by commenting, saying something encouraging, subscribe, and I'm going to see you inside. Enjoy this video.
Sun's hella bright. Okay, we are gonna get back right into reviewing some DMs. So this example, this guy had stopped responding to us for a while. So we said, did you give up on your goal? He said, no one gave up. Could you just send me details of the program and price? And so instead of actually just sending a whole detailed thing of what your program looks like, because that's not gonna help anything, he said, I see, but it's not just about that. I send you all the deets. It's about how we map out everything about your situation during the call. If you're not serious about it, I won't hound you. On the other hand, if you really are serious, then let's schedule a meeting rather than texting back and forth on here. Worst case scenario, you end up with a bunch of useful gems. So even though he said this, he didn't give the price, didn't give any details. You see how he responded. Then he said, I'm down, but I'm asking for the price in order not to waste your time when I realize I can't afford it or that it will take a lot of my time. Says, no worries, bro. There's various options. If you want to give me a ballpark, I'll be able to offer the best for you. Like if you gave me a range about your current financial ability, it'll clear up for us. Said, I don't know, bro. I don't want to lowball you. So if you can just give me the packages. And for the time, I was trying to look shredded with six packs before summer. And then he said, responded to him, right? It's like now, this has gone from him just hounding him about the price, the client, to us responding to his message. When the pandemic hit, I kept up my training at home as well. As long as you follow the right advice and stick with it, it works, you know? I said, sure. Then he sent him a voice note and was just telling him, just gassing him up, telling him what the transformation looks like, and then asking him if he's ever had a coach before. Then he sent this short voice message talking about, like, that's great, you know, that's why this is going to be so great, because if you've never had a coach before, then we can start from ground zero. And then prompting to get on a call. Said, yeah, I'm open to talk about it. And then he gets into all of his details right away, right? Now he's like all of a sudden open on sharing personal stuff because we took the time to be personal in our responses and not just hound him to get on a call. Started to get into all his personal details. And then he says, let me see. Okay. Well, physique is easy, just trying to have the right blueprint for your body. And then he sends a picture of what his goal is. He said, yeah, man, I understand. This is something that I'd love to help you. I started working from at-home workouts just like you. I know how to do these from start to finish. Haha, you'd be fine. How much would you be willing to invest in a full-time coach to get rid of exactly what he said? Then he said, I really have no clue how much a coach costs. That's why I'm asking you. He said, man, I'm not going to lie. It's just too much to explain over text. We could have a talk about this on a phone call. That's why I told you it won't be fully understood until we hop on a call. It's possible in 90 days, 100% for him to achieve that body. But you have to work with me here. If we can't hop on a call, then it won't be possible. You can achieve this if you take some time to be able to run it over with me. It's not too much to type out for me. Said, OMG, I'm so glad to hear this. Sure, we can hop on a call. Perfect, right? Set. Appointment set. Now this is straight up first message that he said, I'm just taking some time to bond with my audience. Seems like you're really struggling with your fitness lately, or was that just a misclick, LOL? I said, awesome, appreciate it. He says, I am. Consistency sucks right now. I'm doing the steps daily and doing 2.2 speed because I think it's slow enough for the fat burning. Yeah, it's really different for you. We're going to approach it differently. So you're in your cutting phase right now. He said, because I stopped training last year. What about you? How you doing? He said, why is that? I'm about to lean and bulk up to 190. I'm 175. So just relate to them. Be super personal. As you said, consistency is holding you back for the most part. Apart from that, is there anything worth mentioning? When I first started, it was also time and proper accountability. So he said depression because he stopped training last year. He said, oh, I see. Mental state plays a huge role. I just did some analysis to your current body shape, bro. And then He said, I only do calisthenics. Then right away he just jumps into it because they're in conversation. You know what? I have a few no BS roadmaps just popped in my mind for a sec that you could follow along with your journey and get dialed faster, but without any guesswork. Is now a bad time to share that with you? I said, no, it's not. If you're really taking your fitness seriously, let's schedule a meeting rather than texting forth back here. Let's help get you dialed, you down. Yes, sir. Boom, call booked. I said, got you, already done. Perfect. Hyped to chat. This is our setter chat. Just like, yeah. All right. Another one right away. Yo, what's up, dog? I'm just taking some time to build a connection with my audience. Seems like you're struggling, or is that a misclick? I said, yeah, what's up, man? I am struggling to find the right diet. We all started somewhere. At least you're taking the first step, which is awesome. By the way, what do you do for work? Just want to see how you're balancing your time. I work retail, so it doesn't really affect my fitness. So what are your upcoming goals for the next month, fitness-wise? Same old story, right? So then he said, my goal is just get back into old routine, being consistent. He said, that's just around the corner for you. Not supposed to call it a goal, you know? Your potential is bigger than just that. I'm asking your ultimate goal. This is the perspective shift of he had given a goal that was weak, and now we are telling him in the most nicest way that was a weak goal. So he says, my ultimate goal is to be in the best shape of my life and look unnoticeable by my friends. And I want to be able to influence others and show my fitness journey. This is a really good example that you see that at first it was dry. It was weak, having problems with his diet, where he works, super short responses. And then even his goal was weak. And now all of a sudden, he's getting into a little bit deeper. So it says, now we're talking. You're my guy. So is it about bulking or cutting? He said, like a lean bulk, putting on as much muscle as I can without putting on much fat. He said, what a coincidence. I'm also about to lean bulk. So that's awesome. Keep grinding. I weigh 180, currently trying to get around 195. I said, okay, besides from diet, is there anything worth mentioning which holds you back the most right now? I'll keep your ass accountable, responding to this message. I said, consistency. I lack it a lot and it bothers me. I said, don't worry, you're in good hands now. Let's make it short. If you really take your fitness life seriously, let's schedule a meeting rather than texting back and forth on here. During the call, I'll drop some gems that you exactly need. You down. Yes, let's do it. Call booked. All right. So, all right, next DM. This guy, the client, slid up on his story. Said, yo, big ups. By the way, where are you based? We're neighbors, haha, because he's in Delaware. So what do you do for work over there? Perfect. Just trying to see how you're juggling work and fitness. Then he says, struggle to find time for a gym because he works so much. That happens a lot, especially with my clients. They're hella busy as well, haha. But I always find the best route for them. So what is your fitness goals coming for the upcoming months? Then he gives gain muscle, gives a little data about him. He's always been skinny fat, want to get some better muscle definition. So it's a solid goal. Lean bulk is what you want. Just giving him, throwing it out there, right? He hearted that message. But what would you say is holding you back the most right now to hold that goal? Just repeat, plug and play. Literally the same questions over and over that he's asking. But it's just natural in the conversation. So when I first started, it was a lack of time and proper guidance. Everybody always has a positive response to that. I'd say it's a mix, plus a busy schedule. So he gives another thing with work. He said, but I want to make improvements. So why do you think is the best time to elevate your physique right now, bro? Is it because of the new year? New me type shit? Or what? LOL. I've always hated the way I looked with my shirt off. I lack self-confidence and all. I started working out consistently last year, and then I moved, changed jobs, relocated. It was a hectic year. New year, new me, haha, right? But this is such a good example, again, of getting him to open up in the conversation. You would never get this stuff with the cookie cutter responses that you would be asking about the goals. So he says, haha, got you. But you know what? 90% of people are just about to give up because January is finished. Skull emoji. I'm dead. But I'm glad you're still committed as F. So to make it short, I got a few game plans for your fitness to hit your lean bulking goal faster, but without doing any boring diets. If you're really taking it seriously, let's schedule a call rather than texting back and forth on here. You down? Yeah. What does your schedule look like? Appointment set. Bang, 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 bang. All right, this girl, she was making the setter and the offer owner a little edgy because of how cute she is. But says, yo, what's up? I'm just taking some time to build a connection. Greetings from Delaware. She said, hey, thanks for reaching out. He said, yo, you also into fitness? Yes, I am. Sick. Where are you based out of? New Jersey. You live and work over there? She said, unfortunately. He said, haha, I feel you why you said that, because they're kind of nearby. And New Jersey is not that great of a place. Sorry if you're from New Jersey. But so how are you juggling your work and fitness at once? Literally, where are you from? What do you do for work? Just want to see how you're juggling your work. She just said, there's nothing in New Jersey, but I'm very disciplined with it. I hit legs twice a day and train more. Love your commitment. So how are your working hours like? Just want to see how you're balancing your time. And really what he wants to know is how much money she's making. Because if she's working a lot, she probably has some cash. So that's not bad. So what are your goals for the next few months, fitness-wise? Lose fat and define muscles. The goal will always be to gain more muscles, of course. Does it make sense? What would you say is holding you back most right now to that goal? You guys see that is literally the same thing, but I think it's good to go through these examples just to show you that it is the same thing, but also it's just great to see these types of messages before you go do your own. So when I first started, it was a lack of time and proper accountability. She responds with her own thing, and then he says, that sucks because the gym is packed. So he's reading what she's saying, and then he calls her out. That's a misconception. I see that time is not the thing stopping you, so what do you think is stopping you the most? Patience. I'm always hungry, LOL, so I don't have time to wait for a machine to open up. They're just talking about like a specific thing. He says, haha, good reason. Right away, just shoots the shot. So a few roadmaps just popped in my head for you that you could follow along to gain muscles without any guesswork. Is now a bad time to show you them? She said, no, you're good. Okay, so to make it short, if you're taking it seriously, let's schedule a call. You down. Left on red. Sent this funny gif of like 74 years from the Titanic. I'm pretty sure that gif is from. She says, LMAO, sorry I'm in DC. And then he replied, a question mark, to you down. She said, I'm sorry, what's no worries? Because he had said, no worries right here. No worries, I mean, if you're still down, I'll shoot you my link. Yeah. Book now, just let me know. My manager is off today. There's hella things I gotta manage, LOL. I did, thank you. Hype the chat. Boom. Appointment set.
That was just one of the many videos that I have where I'm reviewing DM sets from our appointment setters and from our fitness coaches that are consistently closing anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. So go ahead and make sure that you watch all the other videos, and make sure to link them all in the description and at the end of this video. So get to it. Watch everything.